It's July here in the Canary Islands, which means it's summer, and I'm in the car, which means I'm going to do a drive-by. Not the type of drive-by you think, but it's been quite a while since I drove down the Puerto del Carmen Lanzarote strip to show you lot what's going on. It is July the 3rd. It's officially summer. Is it busy? Well, we're going to see. Now, these videos are super easy to make. I literally drive down the street and you lot always watch them. I tell you what, I don't know why I bother doing all the videos and all the editing, because these videos you lot always watch to the end. So I usually say make sure to watch to the end, but I know you're going to anyway. Let's go and have a look at the Puerto del Carmen strip, Lanzarote, and see what's going on for July. Let's go. Right then, here we go. I'm stuck behind a bus, which means we've got an excuse to drive a little bit slower and show you what's going on. And we start right at the end of the strip, or the start of the strip, at Spoons and the Spa supermarket. Now, there's loads of different bars and restaurants this end of town. Lots of Irish bars as well, with Bar 67. And opposite Bar 67, there's a new sort of ribs place, ribs and barbecues, called Wayne's. That's owned by Bar 67. You've got Music Hall Tavern down here as well. That's the comedy drag show. Don't forget, if you want to see Music Hall Tavern, it's an amazing dinner show, and you can get tickets on our website, www.travelon.world. And that's more or less what's up this end of town. I mean, the whole of the Puerto del Carmen strip is literally bar, restaurant, shop, bar, restaurant, shop. And you can literally eat your way around the world, whether you want Italian, Chinese, Indian. There is something for absolutely everybody down here. Now, also this sort of end of town as well, great places for breakfast. I'm always around this area when I do my lives on TikTok. You got Mr. Pasta, of course, a very famous restaurant here in Lanzarote that actually doesn't really serve pasta. Well, it does. Very strange name. It's called Mr. Pasta, but it's got some of the best reviews in Lanzarote. Now, this place here just on the right is the Serenity. This is the beautiful, beautiful rooftop bar. It is so chic is the word. It's very upmarket, it's very classy, it's got a gorgeous restaurant. It's very expensive, too expensive for Mr. Travelon. I've yet to eat there, but we have had a look at the roof terrace, and Mrs. Travelon had a cocktail. That virtually broke the bank, but it is a great place and a great addition to Lanzarote. We're just passing on the left-hand side the casino as well. You've got the casino, and you've also got Cafe La Ola. That's quite a good place as well. They do some entertainment there, and it's sort of got some really good sea views and stuff. The good thing about cars on this road, it's a one-way street. Their parking here in Puerto del Carmen is absolutely terrible, but sometimes you find a place like this one. But I do like it that I get to stop for a bit while I tell you about Puerto del Carmen while people reverse in. So there you go, you've got a little view, haven't you? We are coming up here to one of the most sort of popular people watching place, El Kiosco. It's rammed all the time. All the time it's rammed. You can barely get a table there, but it's dirt cheap. I think it's about $1.50 a pint. Now, a good question that loads of you ask me is, can you get a €1 pint in Lanzarote? Well, keep watching the video, because I'm going to point out on the way down where you can get the famous €1 pint here in Puerto del Carmen, Lanzarote, because it does still exist. Are they making any money on that? I doubt it very much. Right, so we're sort of entering the centre, the heart of the new town down here. So this where we are now is the main strip. This is called the new town, and I'm actually going to drive all the way down to the old town and show you the old town as well. But new town area here, this is right in the centre of it. You've got some lovely bars and restaurants again just down here, and you've got Centro Atlantico coming up on the right hand side here. Now, Centro Atlantico is where sort of the nightlife is, but you've also got lovely restaurants like Pinocchio's. You've got Tequila Bar on the front and O'Reilly's, which are sort of more family, and then behind them you've got your more sort of party places, if you like. Now, it has got a bit of a bad reputation, Centro, and it shouldn't have really. It is the party place. So like I always say, same with Veronica's in Tenerife. If you're going to go to a place like that that's full of parties and that sort of atmosphere, that's where the trouble's going to be. So if you're not a party goer and you're not into clubbing and that sort of scene, don't go there. It's as simple as that. Same like I say in Tenerife with Veronica's. Is Veronica's dangerous? Well, it's a little bit dodgy, isn't it? But it's the party place. We all know from our past when we were young and lively that we used to go to some dodgy places as well, didn't we? And our parents were always like, oh, don't go there, it's really rough. And our answer was, shut up, it's fine. When you're young, you don't care. Route 66, this is the place to be if you like to party and you want more of a sort of mature vibe. Route 66, I'd say, is like your over 21's nightclub. It's certainly a place to go if you're a little bit older and you want to go to a late night sort of disco party nightclub vibe here in Puerto del Carmen. You've also got the old town where the harbour is, and you've got a couple of places there, Heineken and San Miguel. Down here, I call it the sort of British strip with the Buccaneer and the tavern. They do things like your bingo and stuff like that, your English breakfast, and there's a big Irish bar on the corner called Shenanigans as well. So down in Puerto del Carmen, like I said, it's the bars and restaurants are very sort of British, Irish. You've got loads of Irish bars in Puerto del Carmen. In fact, I reckon half of Ireland are in Puerto del Carmen at the moment. Everywhere I look, there's Irish people, but it's a very popular destination for the Irish. And in this area, you've got all the Irish bars on the top floor, sort of around the sort of Sunset Beach area and around there. You can see the Irish flags are flying here. And all the Irish bars around here are on the top floor. You've got Murphy's, you've got O'Brien's there. And I always ask the question to my Irish followers, why are all your bars upstairs? Is it because you don't mind walking up the stairs for a pint? Or two, or three? Talking of pints, I did say I'm going to point out where the €1 pint is. Well, it's on here, it's on the right hand side. It's called Sun Lounge, and it's just in this area, just before Bluebell's Bar. And next to Bluebell's Bar, you've got Lineker's Bar. So that's a great sports bar for the football with the Euros and stuff. If you want that sort of atmosphere, Lineker's Bar will be huge, sort of rammed for the Euros, but it's certainly the place to go. So that takes us up to where we are here, which is the Farallones. This is a beautiful hotel. There's two hotels here, but it also brings us up to a sort of little shopping centre called the Soho Shopping Centre. And here they've just built, well, it's quite new. There's a few shops, Mango and all that sort of stuff, so you can have a bit of a shopping, but it has got a Mercadona supermarket. That is the best supermarket if you're self-catering in Puerto del Carmen, which a lot of you will be. It's the best supermarket to get your grub. Do a big shop in Mercadona, by far the best. And then a little bit further up in the old town, which I'm heading to now, is the Lidl. So you've got two really, really cool supermarkets in Puerto del Carmen if you want to get a big shopping. So that's the new town. That's the new town strip of Puerto del Carmen. But like I said, I promised you, I'm going to take you into the old town. And that is just up this hill. Now you could walk all of this. It would take you a bit of time. You'd probably need a few drinks on the way. But this brings us into the old town. Now you've got some other new shops here. There's one called a duty-free shop. That looks quite cool. And these shops along this strip here hopefully will get done up, because you've got a brand new one there and the others look a little bit tatty, don't they? But it all becomes more modern when we reach the top of this hill, because that brings us right to the amazing Biosfera shopping centre. Now this is the biggest shopping centre, or the only shopping centre in Puerto del Carmen really. And you've got your McDonald's up there, you've got floors and floors, well 1, 2, 3, I think it's 4 floors of shops. And on the top floor, you've got the amazing rooftop cinema, outdoor cinema. You've got the Jurassic Crazy Golf, and you've also got the 60 simulator ride. I've done a full video on that. It is amazing. Down into the old town, this is like the sort of typical Canarian side. You start with Dicey Riley's, and you've got the Drunken Monkey on the left as well. That's a good old pit stop when you're walking around in this heat. Temperature wise, it's 28 degrees at the moment, and it is 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Weather wise, it's been a little bit cloudy in the mornings, and then come afternoons roasting hot. But this will bring us down to the old town. You've got the Irish Rover, which is in this little centre on the right hand side, and then down here you've got the very famous La Cascada, fantastic for meat, One of the most popular and most famous sort of Canarian restaurants here, always very, very busy. And in this area here as well, great for sport. You've got Cangreca Roca, loads of restaurants and places to eat and drink down in the old town. And it is sort of very, very traditional down here. I'd say sort of cobbled streets, but just very, very sort of oldie worldy. And it brings us down to the harbour area. So I am actually going to take you into the harbour area. I'll turn around in the car park, I'll show you where Heineken is and a few places down there, and then we've sort of covered the whole of Puerto del Carmen. So just before the harbour, you've got the Irish Harbour Bar here, another Irish bar. Up that road there, you've got a few more bars and restaurants that you can enjoy. And then down here, look, brings us right into the harbour. So it's a great walk to go all the way down the main strip of Puerto del Carmen, New Town, and then come down into the old town. I mean, look at this, it's beautiful. You've got La Ancla, which we just passed on the left-hand side, great for steaks, owned by the same people that own the American Indian, which is another great restaurant and bar up in the New Town, and Pinocchio's. And then on the right hand side here, if you like seafood and fish, well, you've got La Cofradía. It does some of the best seafood. You can get fresh lobster in there, you can get almost anything. And I'm going to turn around just here. This is where you come for all your boat trips. Don't forget, if you want boat trips in Puerto del Carmen and jet skis, look, these guys are getting ready to go out on the jet skis. You can book them on our website, www.travelon.world. Get yourself booked in advance because things are getting very, very busy now, guys. Very, very busy. Just go on our website, use the code TTK. You'll get yourself a cheeky little discount. You can book all your you can book all your jet skis. You can book all your boat trips. You can book everything. So just down here on the right hand side, as I said, is San Miguel and Heineken. Loads of restaurants up in this area as well for you to enjoy. Beautiful sea views. It is a great place to be in the old town of Puerto del Carmen. So there you go, a little drive-by from me, Mr. Travelon, of the Puerto del Carmen New Town Strip, heading all the way into the old town. If you're coming to Puerto del Carmen, Lanzarote, anywhere in the Canary Islands, I hope you're looking forward to your holiday. And don't forget, get your things booked in advance, all your trips, tours and excursions. You know where we are. I've said it once, I'll say it again, www.travelon.world. Use the code TTK, and I'll see you in the next video. Keep smiling, and you know what I always say, don't let the buggers get you down. I'll see you later.